How to get 100% approval. So it's going to take some time, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I started with like everybody like 50%. So the first thing that if you take a look, it says market food variety. So if you go to the market food variety, I'm going to show you what I have over here. I have my market, right? And here I have 100%. So I have berries, meat, eggs, vegetable, apple. And here fuel, I have 100%. 46 houses, so 46 are fueled. Clothing as well. So clothing people, I have cloak, I have yarn and leather. So it doesn't have to be everything, but as long as you have at least you have cloaks or shoes or clothes, or you can, and also you need to have leather, linen, and yarn. Because I have level whatchamacallit, I have level 1 and level 2 families. One thing you need to understand is that you don't want to have all level 2s and you don't want to have all level 1s. You want to have a mix of both. And if all the 23 level 1s families are happy, you're going to have a highest approval. And same thing with level 22 because sorry, level 2. Level 2 they have different requirements. So if I look at level 2 over here, you see they need you need to make to satisfy them with all this. The only thing I cannot have is a tavern, and the reason is because the fertility for barley over here, like I have a bad fertility. I forgot to look fertility in my map when it started, so I cannot do barley to make it into malts to make it into ale. So that's why I cannot have tavern in this place. So that's why I need to go into another land where the fertility is better. So yeah, so you gotta make sure that you make everybody happy, every family happy. This is a level 1, so you see everybody's happy and everyone's happy, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, if you press tab, you can see that everybody's happy. But you see, I could level up to level 2, but I'm not gonna do it because I need level 1s, and the reason why you need level 1s as well is for your militia, because militia is only level 1. So if you don't have any level 1s, you cannot have any militia. You understand? So it's super important to have level 1s, guys. But it's also important to have level 2 because level 2 will give you one regional wealth per month. So you need to have level 2 because, like I said, it's gonna generate money for your regional wealth. The way that I make money is not with the plot. The way I make money is with the trading post and the livestock trading post. I'm not gonna show you how I do it because there's way too much explanation, but I'll make another video for that. I have another video for that. But to get 100% approval, you also have to make sure you have a church. Over here, I have a church, and this is the stone church. So if you can get the stone church, which is the second tier church, people are going to be very happy. Make sure you have like a lot of food stall supplies, 3 types of food, right? Which is very important if you have 3 types of food, because over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I mean mostly 3. So I have a lot of apples, a lot of berries, and a lot of vegetable. And I'm gonna show you something. Over here I have a rich deposit for berries. And one thing I did in the beginning is I took this guy, Forest Management, which double capacity of all berries deposit. I also took Orchardry, which gives me apples. And as you can see, I have a lot of apples. And one thing I did over here is I make a level 1 burgage plot. And I made it into one plot for one family. Is it one family? Let me double check. Oh, 2 families. Sorry about that. So 2 family, but it's only apples. Do you know how much apples I make with this house? I have like 43 apples just for this plot. And that's one house. That is one house, one residence. I mean two families, one residence. Same thing over here. So I have a lot of apples over here that needs to be picked up. And what I do with the apples, technically I go to the trade post over here and I trade them. So see, I put export and I put 75. So anything that exceeds 75 would be sold to the market, meaning that if I have 188 and here I have 75, so that means like, so 113. So basically 113 apples will be sold to the market house, to the trade post, sorry. I'm gonna make 3 silvers per apple. So if I have 113 times 3, that's 339 silver that I'll be making, but that's only 118. I have only 188 right now, but the amount is growing every season. I can go up to like 500. So anything that is above 75. So if I have 500, so you make the math how much money I'm making with the apples. You understand? So when you have the money, then what I do is I go to the livestock and I try to get sheep. So what happens is like when you get a lot of at least 20 sheep, what happened? They're gonna multiply. They're gonna make babies, and that's why I took this guy over here. I took this guy sheep breeding, right? And when they make babies, the lambs they become adults, and then the more adults you have, the more babies they make. And here in my pasture, I can have up to 47 adults, like animals. So basically, what happened is that when I reach around 45 or 40, when I reach 47, I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna do a full trade, right? And I'm gonna put like, I don't know, maybe 38 or maybe 35. So anything that exceeds 35. So let's say if I have 47 sheep, I'm gonna be selling 12 sheep for 30 silver each. So make the math how much money I'm gonna make. You understand? But right now I'm not gonna do it because they're still making babies. That's why I'm not touching them. So I want them to have more babies. And the other thing you can do is to make bigger pastures. So this is one pasture. So I'm gonna do another one over here just for fun. There we go. And where am I gonna do the this like this? So that's 74. That's 74 extra space. There we go. So basically, when this is full, the sheep will be transferred to this pasture. So I'm gonna have even more sheep. So guess what's happening when I have tons of sheep? I'm gonna be super mega rich, bro. That's what it means. So yeah, so to get 100%, so you need a church, the market, food, variety, clothing, market, supplies. So you got to make sure you have clothing, market, supplies. And again, if you look at level 2, it says you need to have at least linen, leather, or yarn, or shoes, clothing, cloak. One of the three. You don't need to have the three. It's one of them, but you need to have them in like in the market stall, you know. And same thing with this guy. So it has to be one of the three: linen, leather, or yarn. Here you need 3 types of food. You have enough fuel, and that's it. The tavern is no big deal. I still get 100% without a tavern. You gotta make sure that you have enough people in the granary to distribute the food, because these people, they're gonna transport. They're gonna pick up the food from everyone over here, and they're gonna bring it to the stall, the food stall. So if you don't have enough people assigned to your granary, what happens is that the food are gonna stack in the houses. They're gonna stack, and you're gonna have this thinking pantry is full. See, because people are not coming over here to gather. You understand? So you need to have enough people in the granary to take care of getting the food. Let me see if somebody's gonna come. I see she's coming over here. See, I have 43. Let's see how much you take. Only one apple? Are you serious? Did she just took one apple? Are you serious? Are you serious? She just took one apple. What the fuck? That's gonna take forever, bro. I thought she would take like 6, 7, but no, it's one apple per person. Are you serious? Are you serious? It's because thing is I have, oh my god, holy shit. So here I have 62 apples. Oh my god, are you serious? I need more. Okay, I need to, oh shit, my life. I need to make another granary, that means. Make sure you have water. So see, I have water over here, water well. Make sure you have well, and make sure they are close to every zone, because if your houses can get in fire. So if you don't have well, you're gonna be in deep trouble. So I'm gonna make well over here. Oh, I have a well over here. I'm gonna put another one over here, maybe. One over here. It's only one timber, so it's okay. Because the thing is, if when they get on fire, you need to have like a well to to put out the fire. Super important. I have one over here. So you gotta make sure your wells are well positioned, right? When they get some fire, you need to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure they have the food, and make sure they have the firewood. Oh, firewood. I got a wood cutter over here. I got 2 people over here. So I assigned 2 people because I have a big, I have like 139 people. So you need 2 firewood over here, workers assigned, 2 families. And I have another one over here. So I have 3 people total, which is more than sufficient. The only problem is that even if you have a lot of people assigned, you need people to haul that firewood to the marketplace, which is why when you make a large, large storehouse, when you upgrade it to a large storehouse, you need to put everybody like 4 families maximum. And if you see that people, if you press tab, and if you see people are not happy because they're missing fuel, even though you have a lot of fuel, and they're like, where's the fuel? That's because you're not assigning enough people to the storehouse. And if it's not enough, you build a secondary storehouse, right? And you assign more people because again, these people are gonna go get the firewood. They're the one who's gonna get the firewood, and you're gonna make sure the firewood is not too far. See, it's over here. So if you put the firewood all the way there, like at the end of the world, these people over here, they're gonna have to walk all the way there to go get the firewood, and people over here, they're gonna be like, "Where's the fuel? Where's the firewood?" I'm like, It's freaking freezing." You know what I mean? So you gotta be strategic about it. So technically, I think I'm gonna move that because I thought it would be good to put it here, but I guess not. So I'm gonna put this. Doesn't really matter. There we go. And then I'm going to remove this market because it doesn't make any difference. I thought it would make any difference, but it doesn't. There we go. And then the clothing at last. So you need to have the clothing as well. For clothing, I have a weaver over here. Weaver workshop, and I only put one person. And they're the one who's taking the wool in, and they're processing the wool into yarn. But you need to have sheep. That's the thing. I cannot do flax here on my in my map. I cannot put any flax field. That's why I have no choice but to get wool. And then when I get the wool at the sheep farm, I have assigned 3 people because they're gonna get wool faster. The weaver will take the wool and change it into yarn. See, I have a lot of yarn right now that is waiting over here to be picked up. So there you go. So basically everything is fulfilled. All the prerequisites are fulfilled. And I get well, now it's 90%, but it plays between 90% and 100%. And what it does is that it makes your village grow bigger, your town grows bigger faster, so you get more people to come to your village. You understand?